I tried to make this video like an hour ago, but I was talking really quiet, so I'm gonna do it over. It was really good though too, because I had a really great speech at the end. Anyway, I was talking at the beginning, but it's whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to talk about insecurities tonight, this morning. It's really kind of ironic though, because I am probably one of the how am I supposed to phrase this? I am someone who has more securities probably than anyone else you'll ever meet. It's really bad. But I can sit here and make a speech about how no one should ever have an insecurity in their life. So it kind of makes me feel like a hypocrite, but this is just something I feel really strongly about, because I don't like having securities. I don't like when other people have insecurities, and I think they should be erased from the world, pretty much. I ended up starting out talking about insecurities in general, but I kind of went to weight insecurities, so I'm probably just going to talk about that, and then I'll kind of expand my horizons in new videos. I guess, okay. Basically, I wrote this thing on Facebook. I write on Facebook all the time in my notes, and I just write about different things because I like to write. It's kind of one of my passions. Like, I'm not going to give you that. Anyway, it's one of the things that I like to do. So, I wrote about that. So, I started out, when people wear bigger clothes than they really need, because, my first sentence says, people wear bigger clothes than are necessary to hide what they find to be unacceptable. It's really, actually, really, really sad, because I don't understand why people, I guess I do, because I am too, or because I do too, but people should just accept themselves for the way they are. Everyone is beautiful in their own way, no matter what anyone else thinks. I hate people that put other people down. Like, I don't like people that insult. Well, I'm really judgmental, but that's personality-wise. Like, I don't like the word fat, and I don't like when people talk about fat people like they're disgusting. It just bothers me. But anyway, so as I was saying, they can't look in the mirror and be satisfied with what they see because they think they're not going to be accepted unless they're a size 2 or less. And there are people that are like literally this big that think they're fat, or don't think they're fat but say they're fat to fish for compliments, which really, really bothers me, and I hate it to death. Does that make sense? I hate it a lot. Anyway, one time this girl was talking to me, and she was talking about how fat she was, and I swear, her leg was my arm. And she was talking about how fat she was, and how she had huge thighs and whatever. Sorry, I'm picking at my nails, they're really bothering me. But she was talking about how she's so fat. And instead of telling her that she wasn't and reassuring her the way she wanted me to, I said, because obviously I'm bigger than her, my leg doesn't look like this, but I said to her, well, if you're fat, then I'm a whale. And she was like, no, Brittany, you're not fat, oh my gosh. And I'm like, well, if you think you're fat, then obviously you have to think I'm fat too, right? Like, I don't like people that fish for compliments, because that's not even insecure. That's just looking for attention. It pisses me off and it's annoying. Anyway, and insecurities like weight insecurities can lead to like eating disorders, like anorexia, bulimia, some stuff like that. And I'm not saying everyone that thinks they're overweight is going to have an eating disorder, but some do, and that's a really, really serious problem. And at the same time, it's like, for you ladies, how many of you have seen a Victoria's Secret commercial and looked at them in their stuff that they're modeling and whatever, and thought, why don't I look like that? Why can't I look like that? Why can't I be that skinny or that sexy or anything like that? Like, I'll get to this point later. But then there's Barbie. Barbie, the plastic doll that every girl wants to be like when she's like 5. Because if you actually scale Barbie up, she would be 7 feet tall, and her boobs would be too big, and they would weigh her over. She wouldn't be able to walk. So, not only is comparing yourself to having big boobs and a 2-inch waist dumb and wrong, but unrealistic. Because Barbie can't even technically exist. So, and all these women everywhere today make us females feel like there's a standard we have to meet, and if we don't, we're not good enough. And that's not fair. We don't all look like every skinny model in the world. There are women that can stand proud and say, I'm big and beautiful, but the problem is not every bigger girl can say that. I'm not huge, but I don't fit the standard of models. And it's ridiculous. It disgusts me how women are portrayed publicly. In magazines, TV shows, movies, or anything that shows a female to the world, 98% of the women you see are skinny beyond accomplishment without a personal trainer and a special eating program. So when you really think about it, looking at the world today, no wonder girls under the age of 12 are insecure about their bodies. Look at what they're being compared to. Like, seriously? A little girl is going to look at a Victoria's Secret model and think that that's what she's supposed to look like when she grows up. A little girl is going to look at Barbie and, you know, when you're little, you kind of idolize Barbie because she's, like, I don't know. It's just kind of a little girl thing. It's what we do. I mean, if you're that kind of little girl, I guess. And I was a Barbie girl when I was little. And then with the Bratz dolls. But even them, they're still skinny and perfect and beautiful. And, like, is it really fair to compare yourself to perfection? Or at least the perceived perfection? Like, it's ridiculous. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not the prettiest girl in the world. I know I'm not the skinniest girl in the world. And I know I don't have perfect skin. And it doesn't bother me. Like, it does, and I don't like it. I wish I could fix it. But I can still look in the mirror and be okay. Like, I mean, I've gotten to the point with my face where I'm just like, I know it's there. So do everyone that looks at me. So, whatever. I'm not going to put makeup on it and make it worse than it already is. Like, it's not that important to me. I mean, I'm really, really hard on myself about my weight. But it's not like, I don't know. I say my weight like I'm huge, but I'm really not. I don't know. It really, really bothers me that people can really look in the mirror and think that they're ugly and not good enough for the world. Like, to me, it's a really, really serious problem because I feel like everyone should be able to love themselves. And if you can't be happy with what you see in the mirror, there's a problem. I know everyone is insecure about something, but I don't know. It just really, really bothers me. Like, everyone should be able to look, because everyone is beautiful. Like, I don't care what anyone else says. There is something beautiful about every single person in the world. There really is. And some people might not think so, but I don't care. I do. And I think that if you never find that beautiful part of you, or you think that it just doesn't exist, then you're never truly going to ever be able to see yourself the right way. So for every little girl out there that doesn't think that she's going to end up good enough for the guy she wants to date or the career she wants to have or anything like that, Like, for anyone who isn't a size 2 and has been made fun of for it, and for anyone that really isn't too big but can't look in the mirror and tell themselves that, I really do feel for you, and it's a serious problem right now, and I don't think that it's easily fixable, but it definitely needs to be taken care of, because society these days is ridiculous, and I can't stand watching TV or looking at a magazine and seeing someone that doesn't really belong where they are. Because not only is a size 2 unrealistic for America, because most of us are overweight anyway, but when you show the world that this is what every girl on TV looks like, what do we think we're supposed to look like every day? That's basically it for today. I'll close on this song because I really like it. It's really funny. Just keep listening, it's great. Just wait till the chorus. I just thought that song was really funny. Anyway, thank you for watching, and anyone that wants to talk about anything, or has a comment, or a question, or whatever, on anything that I've said, I know we all have problems, and if yours doesn't relate to weight or appearance, I'm still open to talk about it, so I'm probably going to get to anything that I possibly can. I guess I'll just do insecurities for my next few videos. But this subject is really extremely important to me, so I'm going to end up talking about it a lot. Especially because I have a lot of experience in it, unfortunately. That's basically it. So thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.